on this day. As I was leaving my house just a few moments ago, my wife said, "I thought your event was at 7. I do have another event tonight. I'm going to be talking about a great book called The Law by Frederick Bastiat at the Shelton Library tonight at 7. She says, "Why are you leaving so early?" I said, "Well, because I'm being nominated for mayor." She said, "Really?" Okay. But nonetheless, I want you to know that I have a very supportive family. I have 5 children, and all of them are deeply rooted in their commitment to make sure that I have an opportunity to put my ideology out in the world. And so then the question is, what is my ideology? My ideology is very, very simple. My ideology says that all of us in this room have an equal right to access the greatness of this country. But here's the sad, sad reality about our city. Our city is loaded with individuals that have been restrained by government. Not perhaps meaning to, but in reality. The reality is that many of our neighbors, particularly African Americans, Puerto Ricans, and other Hispanics, have been held down by the bait of government aid. They've been destroyed. And now they can't lift their heads up without government's help. It's incumbent upon us to act as we were originally founded, a party founded on liberty and on freedom, on independence of ideologies. It is the Republican Party that must stand up to make sure that every one of us, no matter what race, no matter what color we are, that we stand up and help each other make sure that we have access to the greatness of the greatest piece of real estate on the planet, the United States of America. And that's going to be my message throughout this campaign. I'm not going to alter it. If I go into an African American church, you will hear this same message, because I believe it to the core. I believe African Americans are as good as anyone that walks on this planet. I believe that Hispanics are as good as anyone that walks on this planet. Unfortunately, they took a bait offered by a quote-unquote benevolent government once that now won't let them go. Now it's got them under its feet. And I'm telling you, I'm going to make the case everywhere I go that what we're offering is freedom from that. We're offering freedom from the yoke of government's quote-unquote help. We're going to liberate people. We're going to find a way out. We're going to lower taxes in the city of Bridgeport. We're going to bring economic development back, because that's what we do well, and we will do it every day that we're in office.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Mike mentioned something before. I do have this very, very unique background. Not only was I born of poverty, not only was I born of public housing and welfare, I am also a person that by the grace of God was able to find a new road. And that new road was an educational road. I happen to be very, very good at one thing among others, which is biology. And I'll tell you what biology says. Biology says is if you take a species, any species at all, and you improve its environment, that species will excel. It doesn't matter what the species is, whether it's a plant or a fish or a tree, it doesn't matter. It's also true of humans. But the opposite is also true. If you make some entity, some species, live in a horrible environment, it will not thrive. Public housing is a horrible, degenerate, American, shameful answer. And we must break the back of that now and make sure that those individuals have a chance at the American dream. Yeah. We're trying to save the rich money. I could give a damn about the rich. I care about the poor. And the poor will find their way out. Don't need my help. They have their own help. The people that need my help are the poor. And what we must do is liberate the poor and give them a chance at this wonderful country. This wonderful country that has built greatness all over the place. Everything that you see around you is a product of this great nation. And it's been, certain individuals in our society have been excluded from that. We must not let that happen, and Bridgeport can be the leader in the country in changing that. And if we do, we will regain that wonderful position of vitality in business and economics, and we will rebuild a city that will lead the state of Connecticut out of the state in which it's in, which is a beggar city, into a leadership position in the economy of this great state. So, you know what? It's 10-1 Democrat-Republican, but I am not a traditional Republican. I am a Republican that loves people. I am a Republican that's true a Bridgeporter. I've never left. Mike got one thing wrong. I was born in St. Vincent's Hospital. I have a birth certificate. That said, okay, I want you to know that my family did spend 6.5 years in tyranny. There is no worse answer on the planet than a big government official telling you how to live your life. Each and every one of us, here's my biology again, each and every one of us is unique. Never before has there been a Mr. Constantini, ever before, and will there ever be again. It's a unique specimen in the world's history. This individual must be heard from. Just like every single African American in P.T. Barnum and Marina Village must be heard from. They have something to offer and give. And shame on us for keeping them where they are. Shame on us. We will liberate those minds. And when we do, those minds will help us out of the malaise that we are in. And that is my goal. Yeah. Republican Party. I love being a conservative and proud of it. I want you to know that I will lead as best I can the effort to take over the mayorship of the city of Bridgeport. And God willing, and I mean that, God willing, I will have an opportunity. Because if I do, there will never ever be another mayor that tries as hard to make sure that every single resident of the city of Bridgeport has the same opportunities as every other single resident in this wonderful, amazing country, the United States of America.